couple throws were loose. The one to Kenny maybe was dangerous, but it seemed like after that he was just firing on all cylinders. Do you get a feel with him in the huddle when he's feeling confident?
Jay was kind of the same. Even if he's not playing good or he's playing well, he's kind of the same. He's very stoic. He's like that all the time. So,
it's funny. There was a time where you knew you were open and he didn't see you, and you let him know. A year ago in a loss or a close game, that might have been a big deal. But after something like this, is it? I mean, you just understand it. That's just football. That's you.
You know, those things happen. I think it would have been a big deal to you guys, not to us. You know, you guys probably try to blow it out of proportion, but not to us. You know, stuff like that happens. Too. I'm not perfect. He's not perfect. So stuff like that happens.
What worked in that 3rd and 16 play? You ran just looked like a little butt hawk in the zone there and kind of settled down.
Yeah, it was zone, and I was just trying to just fill that void and I had like a deep curl. And I made sure I try to get to the sticks. You know, Jalen gave me a good ball.
So based on their coverage, you cut that route short.
No, I had a curl, deep curl. It was a good call. I don't know what it was to the front side. I think they just dropped out and they came back side to the curl.
So. What did you do that long catch by Devontae?
Great catch. I was praying he held on to it because of how he fell. You know, it was a great catch, great play.
You obviously had a game.
Say it again?
You had a game last week where you had the one catch for last 2 yards, and it's started out kind of the same way today. So, like, how much do you think that makes a difference for him?
Say that part.
How much of a difference does it make for him to break through and catch a deep pass?
You know, Smitty's not worried about none of that. You know, he's gonna come to work. He's gonna, you know, make plays when his number's called. You know, of course, he wanted more than -1 yard negative 1 yard last week. You know, so when he got the opportunity, he made the most of it. So as expected.
We will. Don't worry, we will.
He's the guy.
Nah. You're not the only one with an interception anymore.
Nope, you're rubbing it in my face now, ain't you? Nah. No, I knew he was going to get one eventually, or somebody's going to get one eventually. We worked too hard during the week, and like I said, like Isaiah stepping in for Slay, I mean, that's huge. You know, it's like that next man up mentality. We don't care who it is. You know, if their number's called, they're ready to go. But he's been working his tail off, you know, every week, and keep telling him don't get bored in the post. You know, it's going to happen. And eventually, you know, he's been playing right. He's athletic enough. He saw it, and he broke on it. He made a really, really good play. So, you know, I'm happy for my guy, and, you know, there's more to come. So.
To have Isaiah, he's kind of been in and out of the lineup a little bit with Slay being banged up. How important is that for him to have that experience this year already?
Yeah, no, it's huge. Like I said, regardless of who it is, you know, we have that next man up mentality. I kind of, you know, it happened in 22 when things happened, people went down, and you know, it's a real thing. I tell all the young guys, you know, study like they're going to start, you know, and obviously he's got experience under his belt, and like he studies like he's starting every week. So really wasn't a drop off to me, you know. Nothing changed, so I'm happy for my guys. So
2 takeaways in general today. I know you guys have been trying to get them to finally get 2 of them. It's big.
Oh yeah, it's big. We knew we was going to get one eventually. Our guys up front are doing a really, really good job getting to the quarterback and just allowing us to cover in the back end. You know, that's something we detailed throughout the week, just getting the ball out. You know, just you never know when it's going to happen. Just so that opportunity comes, you got to be ready for it.
Cool to see Cooper make that play on.
Absolutely. You know, he's one of those rookies, man. That him and Q,
super rookie,
like, man. Like you don't even think he's a rookie. You know, he's just out there playing, having fun, and communicating. You know, it's that confidence that you get. Like, I guess when you have rookies come in and start, like you're kind of iffy about them. But man, I ain't never lost confidence in any one of them. So you know, I'm happy for him. I know what he can do, and he's proven to everybody right now. So
thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Talk a lot about wanting to create turnovers. Can you take us through what happened on that interception?
Isaiah Rodgers playing great man technique, and trusting me to be over there. I told him, like I always tell my corners, I got you over the top. Like as you see a couple weeks before, I'm always over there regardless of knocking the ball out of accident. Or just being there for my teammates. I'm always going to be there in the middle of the field coming out. And that's what the team expects from me. Even if the ball is overthrown, just get there so I can make a play on the ball and give my team another chance to win the game.
Is that a tough play? Because it gets tipped to you pretty close.
It's a hell of a play by Zay. To be honest with you, he's a great receiver, great matchup. So I just had faith in my guy. I just knew If he wasn't going to get it, nobody was going to get it, or we going to get it. So, yeah.
From your perspective, why was Jamar Chase not able to get open downfield, or you guys kind of kept him short underneath? What went
We just know what type of player he is. An awesome player downfield. Great run after catch. But we just know, like, this week we can't let him beat us. We can't let one guy beat us. Speedy recovery T. Higgins, but we just knew the game plan slowed down a little more once we got the news, but it didn't stop us from our focus and what we was going to handle. So I think going out there and focusing on the routes and great preparation all week from the coaches and the players and coming together and doing what we got to do.
They did get him the ball there on that 4th down play. Cooper made that tackle. You seem to have a lot to say after that. What did you see on that play?
When you keep your eyes in the right spot, like Coach tell us, you can't get outflanked, and little gadget plays ain't going to fool us. So special play by Coop. That's a veteran play. Those plays don't happen all the time from rookies, but great play from him. I'm glad he's been making plays like that all year, not just saying like, but he's been doing his job. And, hey, buddy, how you doing? Hey, he's right there.
With Isaiah's kind of been in and out because Slay's been banged up, how important is that to be able to trust him in those situations?
We trust everybody we throw out there, from Keely to Zay to anyone on our corners, Eli, to anybody that's going to corner for us. We just trust them. Next man up mentality, because they prepare that we prepare. And we got to make sure everybody on our team is ready to go every Sunday, and that's what it was out there ready to do. You see what we were able to do as a back end, and keep guys in front of us and nothing go about here.
I know takeaways have been a big emphasis to get 2 of them today.
Bolts. They come in bolts. So once one start coming, they all start rolling. It's a long season, so it's one of many for everybody. Punch outs, interceptions, whatever it may be.
All right, you're going to try to get the ball.
You've been in this position now a couple of times where you have to come in during the game. What is your mindset kind of on the sideline as you're getting that notification?
I just stay ready. I just stay ready. I stay warmed up on the sidelines. You just never know when your time will come. So I try to make the most of my opportunities, and I don't try to just wait for my moments to come. I try to go chase them. So.
Have you done that before? Have you ever tried to purposely tip a ball too?
Yeah, it's something you practice. You feel like as a DB, if you can't get 2 hands on the ball, it might be hard to actually pick it off with one hand, especially going at that angle I was at. So, we practice tips and overthrows. That's one thing we preach in our room.
Sorry, you said that, but you did try to tip it to CJ on that?
I tried to one-handed until I realized I couldn't. Then I was like, all right, cool.
How did you know he was there?
I trust him. That's one of our plays that he's supposed to get over top, and he was there.
So you didn't see him immediately?
I seen him once I turned back into the vision. I seen him when I crossed my eyes, or I seen him, so I'm like, all right, cool. I just didn't know he was right there that close. I just hoped that he was going to make that play, and he did. Slay was the first one to congratulate me when I walked in the locker room. And that's my guy. That's my brother. I've been talking to him for over a year now and just preparing for these moments.
You mentioned you said you didn't know he was there, but you trusted that he would be. How have you gone about trying to develop that trust with your safeties since you got here?
It's all what we do throughout the week. I think our Wednesdays and Thursdays are our heavy days that we practice those type of things. It all starts in indie drills, and we go into team periods. And I get a lot of reps out there with those guys, and come out on Sundays and make those plays.
You mentioned that you try to stay ready on the sideline. What's your process like when you're not in the game and you're trying to be ready?
I feel like I warm up enough throughout pregame. It's all mental for me. So I think I kind of just keep stretching out my legs and just being prepared for, you never know when you're going to go in. So it could be 3rd quarter, 4th quarter, first, you don't really know. So I just try to be, try to stay warm.
But the 4th down stop, take you through that play and what you saw on it.
Yeah, we were matched up man-to-man. I was matched up with one. As soon as, he went in motion and came back and did a little, bit of dancing around in the backfield, I kind of had a feeling that they were going to try and go to him on that play. And at the end of the day, it's about, me doing my job, making that tackle, stop him.
How early before the play do you kind of key in on that and kind of know that it's coming?
Really, he was my man the whole time. But once he went in motion and came back and then went back again, I kind of had a feeling. They were trying to create some traffic, for me to try to work through. So I couldn't get there.
What did you make of the pick that Isaiah tips to CJ?
I loved it. It's about time we got one. Me and Q have dropped a couple. I've dropped one. Q's dropped a couple. But I'm glad we got one. We got one on the board, and then that punch out too. Towards the end of the game was big too.
Thank you.
God bless me with this opportunity. God bless me with this potential. And, I'm trying to make the most of it.
You said you wanted to test your growth, I guess, through 2.5 weeks. How do you feel like you're progressing?
I feel like I'm settling in just fine. I feel like the game's coming back to me and settling in. and being the best asset I can for this team right now.
How much different is a week when you're going into it knowing that you're going to get the start?
I mean, it's just the preparation never changes. You still do the same things. You still film study, you still practice hard, you still got to know the game plan, and when you're starting, it's just that sense of like that unknown. Now that you got to go operate, you got to go execute. So it's definitely less nerve-wracking, personally.
How'd the jersey swap with Trey come about?
I asked him for his jersey. Because we had that respect for each other when I was here. He's a hell of a player, hell of a guy, hell of a teammate. And that Super Bowl run we had with him when he got here, just talking with him each and every day, how dedicated he is to his craft and, to this game and, his team. I was like, okay, I need your jersey, bro. It was just fun to go against him, fun to compete against the whole team, man.
How do you think you did against him?
I think I did good. A lot of things, to improve on, a lot of things to, celebrate. But, back to the drawing board this week, watch the film, get it corrected, move on.
It seemed like they were allowing you to single block him quite a bit. What's that say about the coaching staff's confidence that you can handle that?
I just think, you can't really control how the plays are called. You might need other people at other places and people doing other things, so you can't really control the draw, the toothpicks. But when they needed me to execute, I tried my best.
Also, a really different challenge this week with more of a power guy as opposed to last week with Burns.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, one of the things, watch film, try to control how you're going to attack the game and, try to execute that. So.
Coming back here, was it special for you?
Yeah, it was definitely special. It was definitely a lot of hidden things, I wanted to do while I wanted to win. And, we're going to keep that nameless, but I'm glad we came out with a win. I'm glad we fought. These guys battled. Our team battled. It was about to become a shootout when it was 10-10, and then we scored and they scored. And, we all was ready for it. We all was dedicated. The defense made incredible stops. The offense went out and executed. So, you can't ask for better homecoming, I guess.
When you think about your time here and the growth that you've gone through, what do you think of it?
Like my time over the years here?
Yeah, and the growth that you've shown since then.
I think, just, trying to find a new problem every day. Trying to, become better in my craft and my, where I'm at mentally to be ready for this team, whenever I'm needed, and try to have that translate to the field. So I think my growth is, still rising, still got a lot to work on, still got a lot to improve on, and, I'm excited for it.
Pink gloves, and I ended up wearing them the next week. I'm like, but I just never forgot that. And it's crazy, kind of full circle moment. Now I'm like, he's with the Cincinnati Bengals. This was the first place I seen an NFL game, and I was able to play him. And I just had to let him know. That he kind of expired. I've been in this corner ever since he did that.
What did he say to you?
He was like, man, that's a cool. Keep balling. That's a good story, basically. Because it's to him, he just probably gave the gloves. Don't remember. That's why after the game, I find some kids. I always try to dish out my gloves sometimes.
What year was that? Do you remember?
2018. Yeah, I was a senior in high school. Yeah, 2018.
So if I told you before you came here today that you'd hold Joe Burrow and the Bengals to 17 points, what would you have said?
I was like, 17? Y'all think they're going to score that much on us? Oh, you got to be confident in yourself. So it was a good game, though. It was a good game. They came out. We knew we was playing. We knew we could make a whole lot of throws, and they play make catch and make a whole lot of plays. So for us just to hold them to 17 points, which to our standards, that's baseline. That's as most as we want to score, but there's a lot of things we can clean up. Their first drive, they held it for 10 minutes. We couldn't get off the field on third down. So a lot of things we can clean up, offense and defense and special teams.
To get 2 takeaways in the game, though, how big was that after?
That was great. Hey, that's big just because we've been harping on takeaways. Turnover drills, punching the ball out, getting interceptions. We've been harping on it for us to get a forced fumble. It was definitely big when Zach got the forced fumble punch out. Something that we worked definitely in the linebacker room like crazy. And we've been trying to see who's going to get the first one, So for him to punch the ball out, and I was excited. I picked up the ball, went to go celebrate. I ran back on the sideline. I wasn't giving it to nobody but him. Yeah, because we do a lot of work for that.
Seems like the general sentiment was, let's see how the defense does against a potent attack before we buy all the way in.
That's what y'all was thinking?
What do you think? What were you guys thinking internally, most important?
Win, dominate, execute. I don't really know how. I don't know how to feel. Everybody say so. Our thing is the same every week. We're gonna come in. We're gonna dominate. We know we're playing a real good offense with a real good quarterback. Probably one of the best quarterbacks we can face this year thus far. So we knew we had a plan. Stick to the plan. Like we do every week. Execute at a high level. Just continue to get better. Yeah.
Did you guys change anything at all after that first drive? That took about 10 minutes.
No. Other than we got to execute. We got to execute. I mean, we got them the third down, third longs. We even had them at, it wasn't the first drive, but we had them the third 22. And they got out of there. It's like, little things like that we just got to clean up and got to continue to harp on. So, yeah.
What's been the difference? Tackling's been a lot better the last few weeks. What's been the difference?
Yeah, we held each other accountable. We've been doing tackling drills. We know we're supposed to tackle. And I start there with me. We linebackers. We supposed to make every tackle. So we just been harping on it. So it's something that's critical that we know we got to do. We supposed to do. It's a fundamental of the game. We got to tackle. So we just continue to tackle and continue to get better every week.
Is what you've done in practice? I mean, because the drills changed up a little bit. Do you feel like that?
For sure. I mean, we definitely it's high as. I won't even say it's necessarily the drills, is how we do the drills. We're not out there going through the motions, and we try to make sure that we're not out there going through the motions, that we actually getting something from that.
I'm going to bail and head to the podium, okay?